Hello ladies and gentlemen, Richard here, the creator of the Top Hat Gaming Man, joined by my wife Lady Decade to bring you a little video discussing a rather interesting topic in my opinion. But before we get to that, I would just like to give all of you a huge thank you to subscribing to this channel over the years and helping me hit 100,000 subscribers. That's a lot of people, so thank you so much for that. You have helped me reach the medium time. And speaking of people going towards reaching that medium time, we have my wife Lady Decade, who's recently hit 30,000 subscribers this week. So how do you feel about that?
Elated, to be honest with you. I am so shocked because I feel like it was only a few months ago that I had less than 5,000 subscribers. So to have that kind of growth has just been a shock, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, it's not that it feels like that. It was only a few months ago that you had 5,000 subscribers. So yeah, that's 25,000 new subscribers, ladies and gentlemen, in the space of just a few months. That is literally Scott the Woz style growth.
Oh, Jesus, I wish.
But no, it really is. That's going towards a gold play button, in my opinion. So keep subscribing, everyone. It won't be long till we have a gold play button in this room. To go over silver one, that'd be cool, won't it?
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, what we're here to discuss today, if you look at the hook of this video, is apparently, if you look in the darkest corners of the World Wide Web, or in the more strange parts of YouTube comment sections, or even Twitter, you will notice there are strange individuals who claim that I just use my wife for views. Yeah,
which is weird really, but I don't know how these people seem to think that we're capable of it. I think there seems to be quite a lot of differences between how people interact with your channel in comparison to mine. That's not to take away from the 99.99% of comments, which are fine, which are nice.
Basically what we're highlighting is the 1% on both of our channels, the negative side, because the negative side is more juicy. It makes better content, doesn't it? Let's be honest.
Of course, definitely.
Yeah, more people are more interested in the dirtiest, nastiest commenters than they are about the thousands upon thousands of nice ones. But what we've noticed is it's for people who are nasty to you, they're nasty in a different way, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's something which, I mean, for me a few months ago, I kind of thought that everyone who brought up certain topics on the internet were just exaggerating, or it was hyperbole for the sake of monetization, or
basically what she's alluding to is when it comes to discussing hot topic titles such as sexism, it's always in the back of your mind whether it's websites like Vice or what's the other one, the big one, what everyone talks about all the time.
Oh, what do you mean, like BuzzFeed?
BuzzFeed, that's the one. Are they just doing it to monetize those terms and make a ridiculous amount of money from them? And
6 months ago, I would have said yes. I thought it was all just clickbait. But the truth is, actually, since my channel's been taking off, and I'm able to compare the Lady Decade analytics and comments to the Top Hat Gaming Man comments and analytics,
there are some strange things that go on, or it depends how you look at it. They're not so much strange, they're not unique to her, but stuff I don't have to put up with. For example, you get a lot of comments that claim you are apparently a fake gamer girl. So how do you feel about that one?
Well, that one I find weird because my channel is a documentary channel.
Yeah, it's about gaming it's gaming documentaries.
And history.
Yeah, the history of consoles, the history of cancelled games. You've recently done a lot of videos on Sonic development.
So why do I need to prove my credentials as a gamer?
It's all
about history.
It's gatekeeping basically, and it's embarrassing to the gaming medium as a whole that we still have so many backwards people involved playing these games who have such ridiculous worldviews, quite frankly, that they do not believe that a woman would possibly be playing games. Like, can you believe that there are people out there who believe such a thing? It's quite scary.
It's really disappointing, to be honest with you. Really disappointing.
Yeah, I guess as they always say, it's not upsetting, it's just disappointing, which is worse in a way, isn't it?
And if it's not going on about me being apparently a fake gamer or needing to prove my credentials, then it's people saying that basically everything that is going on is purely down to you.
But that doesn't actually make any sense.
No.
Like, even if you go back, like, I've been running this channel for 6 years, but it obviously wouldn't have been possible without your help, because
Exactly.
I've obviously been around. We've been around the world and blah blah blah. Literally.
Yeah, so who do you think was behind the camera?
Yeah.
And who do you think was helping to write scripts when you was on teacher training?
Yeah,
and...
I was doing. I did my teacher training. I did additional education. I did. I worked as a school teacher for 2 years. So all of that time period where I was very, very busy trying new things that I hadn't done before, in order to keep the channel's momentum up, which we managed to do, you were stepping up and you was writing a lot of content, wasn't you, in my place?
Yeah, and what you find is when you take a look at the comments section is I get the accusations of being a fake gamer, or being an actress, or just being a face for your failing channel. And
That's a funny one.
Yeah.
I've read that a lot from these. I guess they are kind of conspiracy theorists, aren't they? Because
Yeah.
they're spreading this misinformation around, which is just their personal conjecture, but they kind of treat it as fact. It's bizarre.
But you don't get these comments in your comment section. So people will write all of this in my comment section, but I don't really ever see anyone accusing you of being a fake
This is
gamer.
the funny thing, though, from one of the, like I say, conspiracy theories we hear. Apparently, all 4 of the videos that are made across both channels, so the 2 I make and the 2 for her channel, they're all written and edited by me single-handedly, which is just ludicrous how that would be possible.
Also, I think it's actually fair to say that quite a lot of these people, these repeat offenders who say this about you, are also the same people which write comments accusing you of being really lazy.
Yeah, I've not got a real job, I'm just a YouTuber. Self-employment isn't a real job, apparently, ladies and gentlemen. Self-employment's not a real job.
No, not at all. So, what have we got there? We've got apparent, I hate the word, sexism. We've got nepotism as well. People are saying that my channel only does well because of my association with you.
And going back to the point about your channel's doing great because I'm focusing all my energy on your channel now because mine is dying, that doesn't actually make any sense whatsoever, because you just have to look at the facts. You go onto socialblade.com and you can see that 2021 has been my channel's best year in history. I've got to 100,000 subscribers, and on top of that, it's the first year of true consistency what I've had. I've not had any major dips where views are falling off a cliff and then later come back. Like, we're getting up to now the end of September, so we've done the first 3/4 of the year, no dips. That's never happened in history. I've never had this level. So the channel's doing great. It's doing the best it's ever done.
Yeah, but like you say, it's all there if you look for it. Social Blade is not some kind of exclusive website you can't get into. You just go on it, search for the channel you want to look up, and there it is.
Yeah,
it's all there for you. So all of these people that are going, oh, well, the Top Hat Gaming Man channel's failing, so he's using his wife to get views instead. Well, hang on a minute. Why don't you just back up your argument with some facts? Oh, wait, you can't because you're spinning a false narrative.
Why do you think people want to make up false narratives? Why do you not think they can put a case forward using actual facts? They have to make things up.
I think for some people, I don't like to say it, but I think there's probably an element of envy there. And when you are envious of someone, they have something that you don't necessarily want it for yourself, but you don't want them to have it.
But at the same time, if these people are envious of me and they're looking at me as this failure, if I'm a failure, why do they look at me as capable of then launching your channel and just making it go bang? Like, am I an idiot or am I a genius? I can't be both simultaneously.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are they such, what would be the word, have such paradoxical thought patterns? It's like they're just looking for reasons to hate these people.
And you know what? Again, I was going to say about nepotism earlier, where they're saying, for example, that my channel's only working because of your input. All right, well, if that's the case, then so why didn't my channel take off 3 years ago when
you
I first
launched it in 2018?
Yeah. Why has it taken my 4th attempt to get the channel? Yeah, for it to actually start working. And then what about the Top Hat Chat YouTube channel? Why didn't that take off? Or Top Hat Wrestling Man? Why didn't that take off? If it's all down to nepotism and you being some kind of puppet master,
or even my own Twitch channel.
Yeah,
none of those platforms really work.
Launch? Yeah.
Am I either this genius or I'm not? Yeah. I'm of a strong belief that winners always quit. Yeah. So I'm happy for some projects to work, some projects not to work. The Top Hat Gaming Man channel is a project that has consistently worked. Sure, it has its dips here and there, but that's my one consistent thing, where those other YouTube channels and projects I've run, they're kind of like Vince McMahon's XFL. That's the way I look at it. Or the World Bodybuilding Federation, which Vince McMahon also launched. Because that's the thing, if you're somewhat of an entrepreneur, you have to try new ideas, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And like you've tried a lot of ideas of your channel, and finally we've got one that's stuck and it's working.
Yeah. Which is nice, actually, because it's the topic that I'm most interested in out of all of them. So I love doing like weird, obscure console bits and pieces. So I'm glad, like for me, that's brilliant that that's the topic that's working.
Yeah. And when you was at your peak of writing for my channel, when I was doing a lot of teacher training, that was the content that was coming up mostly on my channel. Yeah. If anyone notices that that's not on my channel anymore, it's because now she's a full-time mother, where before we didn't have any children, so she had more time to write for my channel when I didn't. And I've kind of put in a different... But you're working
full-time now, so there's not really so much of a need for me to do a lot of writing for your channel, because...
It's not possible. Yeah. There's not a need, nor is it possible. Yeah, neither. Exactly. It doesn't work either way. But yeah, speaking of you apparently being a fake gamer, where did I meet you, by the way?
I was working at Game Station.
You was, exactly. So that's ridiculous in itself.
Yeah, and again, look, I don't know why I need to prove my credentials, but myself and 2 friends applied for the same position in that job, and then my manager had revealed to me afterwards that the only reason I got the job over my 2 friends was because I was the only one that could actually answer game-related questions. So, like, that was, like, what, 15 years ago now?
Yeah. It's been a long time. We've been together ages, and we've gamed together, we've grown together. It's just a shame that some people, a small minority, choose to hate, when really they just could be sitting back, enjoying themselves more, and just enjoying the content for what it is, really, rather than looking for conspiracy theories what don't exist. Like, why are people looking for this extra meaning in things?
I don't know. It's almost like some people can't say anything constructive. They can't say anything positive. They can't contribute to a discussion. So instead, they're so desperate to have something to say that...
So they throw shade.
Yeah, they'll just throw shade.
So I guess...
Like, okay, what is it? Does it make you feel wonderful then? You hit that... you hit send on your comments, so you're walking away thinking, I'm so clever, can't believe I wrote that, what a genius I am. And then half the time, something that I've noticed as well is that if anyone dare defends me, all of a sudden they're being given slurs.
Oh yeah, then they become a white knight and a simp just because of that.
Yeah, so it's not the fact that you're
just being a moron.
Yeah, you're out of order, you're being a moron, but these people are simps and white knights, and she's not going to snog you, mate, because you're sticking up for it. Like, as if that's what their goal is. For goodness sake, get a life.
So I guess to close this video, the mark of success, ladies and gentlemen, the more you grow, the more idiots you will come into contact with on a day-to-day basis. Huge shout out and thank you to the 99% of you who are very nice and enjoy our content. But a big, massive F you to that other 1%. Yes, we hate you. That's a good song, isn't it? Yeah.
And we will monetize you, thank you.
Yeah, we like finding your salty tears and turning them into
sweet honey.
Yeah, sweet honey profits. So yeah. So on that final note, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go because this camera is about to run out of battery. But just to let you know, anyone who would like to back what I do over on the Patreon platform, I currently have an early access video available on the history of the Rampage franchise. It's over 20 minutes long. You can unlock that now and support what I do, supports what she does as well, for only $2 a month. Cheerio.